Hello, I am attorney Art Warren, and I do something that's rather unique that most attorneys won't do. And that is, I help people just like you to do their own divorce in the state of Texas. And in doing so, they are able to save thousands of dollars in attorney's fees. And I do mean thousands. If you're looking to save money and you're looking to do your own divorce, then you are in the right place. I created this channel to provide information to those of you who have found yourselves in the unfortunate situation of having to contemplate divorce because you've come to the conclusion that your marriage is no longer viable. I want to make a disclaimer right here that the information that I'm providing you here on this channel is not me giving you legal advice. It is my intent to provide you information and content that gives you a basis of information from which you can draw from as you move down this continuum of doing your own divorce. I want to take it a step further and say that by me providing this information on the channel, that it does not establish an attorney-client relationship between you and me. And for those of you who might live in another state and don't meet the residency requirements here in Texas, I want to say that the information is not going to be applicable to you. In other words, you have to have residency in Texas, either yourself or your spouse. Either one of you can have residency here, and then the information that I provide on this channel would be applicable. But if you live anywhere else and you don't meet the residency requirements for Texas, then the information here is not going to be applicable. You would be surprised that I have received calls from people in different states that saw me on YouTube and wanted to engage me to help them with their divorces. And I have to politely tell them that I don't have a law license to practice in their states, that I only have a license to practice here in Texas. Now, I do believe that there are cases that people can do on their own. There are divorces that people can handle on their own. However, I still recommend in those cases that you at least have an attorney to look over your documents to make sure that they are meeting the legal requirements, because sometimes people will turn in documents or don't do the right things and their cases end up dismissed. I've gotten a number of calls over the years of people who have started their divorces, but they didn't finish them because they didn't do something right, and they got fell into a hole or trap, or what I call I got yous. On the other hand, there are some divorces that I don't recommend at all that you do on your own. And those divorces would include divorces with minor children, divorces with property, real estate, businesses, 401ks, pensions, etc. In those circumstances, I recommend that you at least get an attorney to help you with the documents, or even better, have an attorney to prepare the documents for you. You can still represent yourself, but you have an expert who's helping you with the documents, who's drafting the documents, because there are just going to be too many nuances and things that you are not going to be aware of by yourself, and an attorney is going to be better suited to help you to navigate through those tough times. I want to say to you that if you find yourself in a situation where you think you need some help, I want to extend or invite you to visit my website, where I offer a free 15-minute phone consultation for those of you who might need some help or have some legal questions that you're not quite sure of. I invite you to visit my website, www.diytexasdivorce.com. There's going to be a button there. Click that button and pick a date and time that's suitable for your schedule, and you and I can meet and talk about your particular case and the facts and how I might be able to help you. The last thing I want to say is that every divorce has a definite starting point and stopping point. And that's the time where you need the information to do your divorce. Now, while most YouTube channels ask you to subscribe, this is not a normal YouTube channel. You can only use the information that I provide you is during that starting stopping period, or during your divorce. So I want to say to you that while you're going through your divorce, there may be something that I post that may be of use for you, or information that you might need. And if you subscribe, you will be notified of that information. Or there may be a situation where you get through the divorce and you're down the road and you felt that the information was really good here on this website, on this YouTube channel, that you want to share the information with a coworker or a family member or somebody like that. And you may not remember my particular channel, so you may want to subscribe for those reasons. And then later, you can always go back to your subscriptions and share that information with someone. But either way, it's up to you. I just wanted you to know that if you want to subscribe, great. If you don't find of any value to subscribe, that's okay too. I hope that at the end of this process, when you go from being married to being single, that you are happier and that you are mentally healthier and that this process was hassle-free for you. And I hope that this journey was worth it. And I want to say thank you for visiting my channel, and I want to wish you the very best.
Hey there, my name is John, and I wanted to take a moment to tell you about a great experience I had dealing with Art Warren and his team. Never expected to get divorced. However, after 34 years, this became a reality. And as someone who's fairly familiar with the court system, I had the idea that I would, handle it myself. Once I looked into it, I realized that it was a much more complex and nuanced than I thought it would be. And I was really happy to discover the law firm of Art Warren because Art really made it simple and easy and very, very cost effective. I feel that I got great value for what I paid, and I realized that with some of the nuances of where I live and the county court, that I would have spent a ton of time and energy just trying to figure out how to move forward properly and making sure that all the forms were, that I had them and that they were properly assigned and submitted and so forth. So Art made it smooth and easy, and his team was most cooperative as well. And really can't say enough about it. I like the fact that he stayed in touch with me even I had a question and I had a deadline, and he was actually on vacation at the time, and he was kind enough to contact me and get it resolved. So really, really appreciate that and the effort that he made. And I can just say this, that do yourself a favor. Don't try to do all this on your own. For the minimum charge that he asks, it's well worth it, and will save you, like I said, tons of time and energy, and will be done correctly. So nothing to say but great things, and I hope that it all works out for you, and I hope that as we all move forward, things will be much better. So thanks for listening, and all the best.